Hey, it's me, SB. Welcome back. So, I have a little random crafty video today. I just sped through the whole process of this and compressed it down. My plan was to make some liquid polymer clay, DIY style. As you can see here, I have some that I've already made and placed into a mold. And my idea was to use this and put it into that silicone mode, that red one that you see up there, and try to make a ring that I actually made that mold, and that was my plan. But I think it really didn't pan out the way I wanted it to, because what I wound up doing was completely wrong. You'll see it later, but I used mineral oil and just regular polymer clay and mixed them together. As you can see, I've made lots of other liquid clays-ish, but I'm going to use this clay here, that blue one, and that is just Sculpey 3. And my thought process was that super soft clay should work a little easier and, melt, I guess, because essentially that's what mineral oil does. It is like a clay softener. And I don't know, I haven't looked up the ingredients of actual clay softener to see what it is, but mineral oil works similar. So I'm just going to condition this clay really, really well to where it's almost like, butter, basically. And then I'm going to add lots and lots of mineral oil, too much, actually. And really, you can't add a lot to it because it's going to mess with the properties of the polymer clay. And my thought was make it as thin as, liquid clay, like that translucent liquid clay that I have there. And I did get it to that consistency, but it would not bake. And it did not set or anything. It got really, really hot, but you'll see it later on in the video. I do figure out a way of doing it, and it'll be later on in the video. So yeah, I did do a quick search on YouTube for, somebody else doing this because I had forgotten how I did it last time. And I found a video and it looked promising. In the video, that person actually used water and glue. So PVA glue and just plain old water, and mixed it in with polymer clay. And I was thinking to myself as I was watching the video, something doesn't seem right. I feel like water and polymer clay really don't mix. Polymer clay is kind of like an oil. So, water and oil don't mix. And I finished the video and I was like, oh, I see. I think what that person wound up doing was switching to air dry clay in the middle of the video. So that way it's kind of deceptive, really, because I started reading the comments and a lot of people were having a lot of trouble with their clay. It was just staying chunky. Nothing was working. People were using, and losing clay. Using and losing clay. Anywho, this method, like I said, does work in larger batches with smaller amounts of mineral oil. The amount that I am adding here is way too much for the amount of clay that I have. Hence why it never set, it never baked. It just stayed liquidy. And you'll see it later in the video where I do bring them back and show you. I know I sped through this video so much, but I felt like it was just, it was a fail. At the end of the day, it was. But I also had a good experience with this method, and the key is to use more clay and less mineral oil. It's not going to be like pourable or squeezable out of a bottle. It might be. I don't know. I didn't try it. I did put that purple stuff in a bottle and realized that it was a mistake. But anyways, anywho, It will become like frosting consistency later on. Like I said, if you use 2 ounces of clay to, like, let's say 20 drops, then it'll be like a frosting. You'll see it later. I am not going to be talking throughout this whole video, I promise, but I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learn something from it, at least learn from my mistakes. Don't go watch that video about how to make polymer clay into liquid clay, because that was a lie. I hated that. It was deceptive. But this way, if you use mineral oil or clay softener, it will definitely get you close to liquid clay, but not at liquid clay. I definitely think I'm just going to go out and buy some. You know, bite the bullet. I was looking for a DIY way, but oh well. So here's the start of the failed test. I am filling up my little DIY molds here that I have made from some little polymer clay bows. And now I'm going to go stick them in the oven. I did put them at the recommended temperature, and I baked them for about 45 minutes to an hour actually. And yeah, you'll see it here in a minute. But I think the end of the test did come out pretty good though. It was flexible, it was nice. So let me know in the comments below if you are going to try this method, if you've tried it before. I'm curious to know what you guys did differently, or if you guys used mineral oil or clay softener, or you know, something else. Let me know, because I'm really curious. I mean, liquid clay isn't that expensive, but I feel like, you know, if I could do it at home with the clay that I already have, I don't have to go spend more money for more stuff. Anyways, I hope that this video inspires you, or it does something at least, you know. And if you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Stay crafty. I will, see you in the next video. Bye.